Hey, how's it going, all you lovely people? It's Shut Door. Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 6 of All the Mods 9. And today, we are actually going to be getting into mystical agriculture. So quickly ahead, went and made the infusion altar and infusion pedestals. We're going to get this all placed down, and we're going to take a look at this. I don't fully know anything about the newer version of mystical agriculture, but we're gonna take a peek at this. So I've already went ahead and I made a inferium seed, and that's just of course making some inferium essence, and that's fantastic. Let's grab some food real quick because I'm out of it. And what I want to try and look at is possibly tier 2 plants. So this stuff right here. So nature, dye, nether, coal, coral, honey, amethyst, pig, chicken, cow, sheep, squid, fish, what is it? Turtle, rubber, silicone, sulfur, aluminum, saltpeter, apatite, limestone, and mineral. I want to kind of look at silicone, I think. Okay. So let's grab out some of this stuff, and the silicone. I do actually have some because I auto smelted some. And let's see. So we need this Prudentium essence, which requires an inferium crystal. So let's bookmark this. Okay. So an inferium gemstone, which is a... Okay, so we need some diamonds. I don't really have a whole lot of diamonds, but we're going to try this. So grab one of these. Inferium gemstone. So this. And then we take this. Okay. So now this should be able to be made into the seeds that we want, which is silicone. So we need 4 of this, 4 of that, and then 4 silicone. And then one of these seeds, right? The seed variation of this. Yeah. Do I have any seeds? That's the question. Oh, I know I have more seeds than that. Oh, they're down here probably. Okay. So let's grab these. And the reason I want to get silicone, of course, because if we actually can get this a little bit faster, we should be able to get into like refined storage or something sooner or later. You know, just maybe. So pop all 4 of these there. Guess it doesn't really matter if I divide this up or not, right? It just should automatically put 1 in each. And then I think, what else do we need? A lever, maybe? Do we need a redstone signal of some sort? Okay, we do. I didn't know. I just kind of thought that maybe the trigger. So now we have silicone seeds, and what we'd want to do with this, of course, is get a botany pot set up so we can actually harvest this. Botany Plus, is that what this is from? Or no, Botany Pots. I thought it just looked weird because it's not got a space or an underscore or anything under it. All right, let's see. So I probably need to make like an area for all these botany pots. But I think for right now, what we'll do is we should be able to... Oh, we need tier 2 Prudentium farmland though, don't we? We should be able to make that. Dirt. Where's my dirt? I'm completely missing it. It's right there. Okay. So if we take this out and this out, and we just put this in here for right now, we should be able to see some silicone. And how long does this take for tier 2? 1 minute and 44 seconds. So this is definitely not going to be the most efficient, right? That is going to be later down the line. Whenever we actually get up towards like the Superium, which is 1 minute and 32 seconds. Man, that still sucks. Oh, we got Insanium though. Man, yeah, that doesn't cut down the time very much though either. Oh my. Okay. Well, I mean, that's going to be what we're going to have to deal with. And I would assume we're going to get a mob farm up and going in the future here. So that way we can actually start getting this stuff just a bit quicker. I think I'm going to start going towards that a little bit. So let me get into EnderIO, I think. I think that's what we'll want to go for. I think for right now, I'm just going to put this down here. And yeah, so let me be back after I clear up my inventory. All right, so to get started, we're going to get some grains of affinity. And we're going to light bedrock on fire here. And sooner or later, we should see one of these pop with grains of affinity. Okay, so that one didn't go. This process kind of sucks. Hope we got one. We got two. Let's keep lighting this up here. And I'm holding my pickaxe because it has magnetic on it. So, this stuff will be used, of course, for like basic capacitors, void chassis, infinity rod, which is for staff of levity. There's a few other things, of course. The primitive sag mill or alloy smeltery. Oh, there is no sag mill, primitive sag mill in this one. Okay. And also infinity bimetal gears, which is for impulse hopper. Let's see, energized bimetal gears, EnderIO exchanger core, dark metal bio gears, or bimetal gears, goodness, and then crafters. So there isn't a whole lot that this stuff is used for currently, because it doesn't look like a lot of the machines are actually implemented into EnderIO. I know the farming station or the farmer, I can't remember the name of it, is not in here either. So there's a few things that are still kind of like not implemented. So hopefully in the future they will be implemented, because I'd love to see the farming station back in here. Because that was something I was kind of looking for in EnderIO, and why I didn't really start this episode off with EnderIO, because I don't really 100% want to get fully in depth in EnderIO, because there's not really a whole lot to get into. I know we need to look at the powered spawners. Powered spawner, this thing right here, from EnderIO, and this will allow for us to, of course, get just a little bit of the, mob drops and stuff that we need to just kind of future proof the playthrough here. So that way we'll have just some items that we can kind of just grab, right? And I think for spawners, if we grab a soul vial, yeah, if we grab a soul vial and a soul binder, we could actually change the spawners we have currently into other things. So if we wanted to, we could get a soul vial and get an enderman and get ender pearls and all of that stuff, which doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Okay, let this last a little bit die out here. Okay, so I went ahead and I made a primitive alloy smelter. And the reason I made this instead of the alloy smelter right away is because we need dark steel. And dark steel is needing an alloy smeltery. So we have powdered coal, which we can get from a sag mill, it looks like, or a mechanical squeezer. Okay, so it is just a 1-for-1 ratio. So, I mean, we could go for a squeezer, or we could try a sag mill. Can we even make a sag mill? No, we cannot. Okay, so how do you progress then? I guess the primitive, right? Okay, so we need the primitive thing to start going here. So let's go put this in another building. Let's grab some coal here. And the dark metal... I mean, I guess that's the problem, right? Is finding dark steel. Or getting dark steel. Okay, so let's recipe bookmark this. Hold some flint in your offhand and 3 more coal in your main hand. Okay, and then shift right click a block of what? Obsidian, crying obsidian, or a grindstone to produce early powdered coal. Okay, so we take this. I guess we didn't really need to make Okay, so now we just need flint. Nope, right there. Saw it right as I was about to look for it. So hold this, and then we need a grindstone. Do I have a grindstone? That's a question. Doesn't look like it. So let's make one. Um, what do we need? Basically everything. Okay, get that unhighlighted. Goodness gracious. Tried clicking it several times there. So let's grab sticks. Let's grab planks. Let's grab a grindstone. Okay. And then we just put this down. And then we can do... So shift right click. And that'll give us 21 powdered coal. And then this should be... I mean, the kind of start of what we need. Because now we just need obsidian and iron. So iron and obsidian. Let's grab 32 obsidian. Now let's go over here. We'll put the primitive alloy smeltery in here for right now. So coal, obsidian, this, and then powdered coal. And this will start smelting. This is going to take a minute. I already know the alloy smeltery takes a second, so I'd assume the primitive takes quite a minute too. Let's go check on our silicone plant real quick. So we've got 58 silicone essence, which then can be crafted into silicone. Well, that's not terrible. And also this, of course, is being an elite hopper pot. It's going to give you, I believe, double every operation. A double chance. Okay, so we've got dark steel. There's end steel. Okay. And this stuff doesn't have any silent gear compatibility either. But we should be able to make bimetal stuff now. Which is because... Oh, actually, no, I guess not. Because this is 4 dark steel and then dark steel nuggets. So I'm going to let this run for a little bit and I'll be back. Alrighty, so let's get into this here. So let's make 2 ingots into dark steel nuggets. And we should be able to now make this bimetal gear. If we grab some iron real fast here. Alright, so we'll need, I think, 4 of these. Make 4 of these as well. So we'll grab the sag mill. Ooh, I might need... Do I have any iron bars? I highly doubt I have any iron bars. I think I throw them out every time. Doesn't look like it. So let's make some iron bars real fast. There we go. And that'll make a void chassis. Then the sag mill requires a piston and flint. So flint, redstone, and then planks, which we actually can just grab these. That'll be fine. So piston, oh, cobblestone. Okay, so this is a sag mill. Fantastic. And what this is basically going to be a little bit faster, and I think it's actually upgradable, if I remember correctly. Let's just place it right here. So actually, this does need a capacitor, which we would either look at double or basic double layer or octadic. That's what that is. Let's go grab a basic one. The older version of EnderIO actually never required this capacitor to be in there, so that's kind of just a requirement. Let's get this. I think the double layer is just 2 of these mixed with a different alloy. Yeah, okay. So we're not there yet. Let's get this put in here. This will start charging. And then, of course, we can actually start using it. The other thing is it actually has a slot here, which allows for you to get like a boost, I believe, out of your alloys and everything, or out of what you sag down, right? Whatever you use this for, because this is basically a crusher. So if we take this coal, for instance, and throw this in here, if we put a steel wool, I think it's called a steel ball. Yeah, this thing right here, grinding ball. There's a few different types of grinding balls. Let's see. grinding ball. Yeah, here's a whole bunch of different ones. And they all give you different outputs, potential outputs, power usage, and everything like that, which is fantastic. So we're going to get some powdered coal here. And we next want to get a sag mill. Or an alloy smeltery, not a sag mill. I grabbed the sag mill, and now I want the alloy smeltery. So let's see here. Alloy smeltery. Okay, so we don't actually have enough dark steel. So let me get a couple more pieces. And I'll be back. Alrighty, so we should have everything we need for an alloy smeltery now. And we're also going to need, of course, another capacitor. And then let's go outside here real quick. I was a blue moon. I didn't even realize that I tabbed out for a second. We're going to change the power stuff, by the way, here in a little while. But for right now, this will work. So now this is actually, of course, a faster version of this, right? It also can be upgraded. Each capacitor has its own stats, by the way. So basic capacitor is that. If we looked up capacitor here and we hold shift, you can see 2 and 3. So this is basically, I would say, kind of like the components from thermal, the hardened, and the one that requires electrum, and then the one that requires EnderIO. That's exactly what these are. I don't think there's really any other upgrades besides these, so there's not like energy saving or anything like that. It is just this, which is kind of interesting. I do wish there were kind of upgrades like that, but here's the actual IO thing. Ooh, that looks fantastic as always. So you can like configure all the sides while you're in the menu. Right click to change the settings. Let's see. Which is pretty nifty. I love that. This does have a smelting mode, alloys. So we could say this is alloy only, and it would smelt whenever an alloy recipe is detected. Or we could use this to smelt basically anything and everything. And I like that there's that little indication there of what this will actually do. Because if you don't know, if I remember this correctly, it's been a hot minute, of course. If we, for example, grab just a whole bunch of cobblestone. It's 3 stacks of cobblestone. This should smelt 3 items per operation. So let's just do this. And this should end up smelting 3 per operation. There you go. And then, of course, it does take the items into an internal inventory as well. So you can't pull out the items and expect it to stop, which is something I've always liked about EnderIO, because it's like, hey, if you only wanted this many, you could throw it in there. And then if you put too many in there, you could pull it before it all starts smelting. So we're going to do alloys and smelting. And let's take this out of here. See how this is? It's still going, even if I took everything out. We can just put this in here, and this should operate a little bit quicker without the use of coal as well. I mean, technically we are still using coal, but it's a pretty hefty amount of charcoal has been produced because I haven't really been using this. So that's pretty cool as well. Okay. And with that, we're actually going to wrap up this episode. I do apologize for making this a little bit shorter of a video, but that's kind of the basics of EnderIO, right? We've got to the kind of 2 machines we really need to get to. Of course, there is like the slice and splice, but this is going to require some time off camera to get, because this is glowstone, gold, and redstone, and I'm honestly almost out of redstone, so I need to go caving. And I think we will, just end this here. And hopefully, next episode, we'll have enough resources to kind of get into EnderIO a little bit more. Because, of course, the end goal, maybe in an episode or 2, we will have powered spawners. These powered spawners are going to be fantastic, because then we can start getting resources such as ender pearls just a little bit easier. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!